In 1965, a captivating tale unfolded as a 2,000-year-old Jeannie crossed paths with an astronaut, leading to the creation of a beloved television series that captured hearts from 1965 to 1970. Barbara Eden brought to life the enchanting character of Jeannie, a playful and mischievous Jeannie who granted wishes with a wink and a smile. Larry Hagman portrayed Tony Nelson, the astronaut who found himself in a whirlwind of magical adventures and romantic entanglements. Their chemistry was undeniable, making the show a staple of American television. The series combined humor, fantasy, and a touch of romance, showcasing the challenges and hilarities that arose from their unique relationship. As the episodes progressed, viewers became invested in the duo's escapades, eagerly anticipating each new twist. However, as the show approached its conclusion, the dynamics shifted, leading to a pivotal scene that would ultimately mark the end of this classic. The final moments left fans reflecting on the journey of Jeannie and Tony, forever etched in television history.
Has it been 20 minutes? It's amazing how time flies when you're having a good time. Well, would you like to see a little more Coke?
The show faced an unexpected cancellation that left many fans bewildered. This abrupt end was largely attributed to a specific scene that did not sit well with the audience, leading to a significant drop in interest. Viewers had been captivated by the charming chemistry between the lead actors, Barbara Eden and Larry Hagman. Their playful interactions and undeniable rapport were key elements that kept audiences tuning in week after week. However, as the series progressed, this chemistry began to falter, which ultimately compromised the magic that had drawn fans in. The loss of that spark between the characters contributed to the show's decline, making it difficult for viewers to remain invested in the storyline. The combination of a controversial scene and the weakening dynamic between the leads created a perfect storm that led to the show's untimely demise, leaving a lasting impact on its legacy.
I didn't come by just for that, Tony. I have a little granddaughter, 11 years old. She's a nice girl, but...
During the production of the show, Barbara Eden managed to keep her pregnancy a secret for the first 10 episodes. Despite wearing a costume that was quite revealing, her baby bump remained hidden from the audience and her co-stars. This was a remarkable feat, considering the nature of the outfits she had to wear. However, the atmosphere on set changed when a guard unexpectedly informed her co-star, Larry Hagman, that the show was canceled. This news came as a shock, especially since the women involved in the production did not receive any direct communication from the producer or anyone else regarding the cancellation. The lack of information left many feeling uncertain and confused about the future of the series. The behind-the-scenes dynamics during this time reflected the challenges faced by women in the industry, as they often found themselves out of the loop when it came to important decisions. The combination of Eden's personal circumstances and the abrupt end of the show created a unique chapter in the history of this classic.
Good, is it? They will just get it filthy again. My master should not have to think about silly little...
The lion on set was a significant attraction during the production of the show, capturing the attention of both the cast and the audience. Interestingly, the lion had different reactions to the actors. It greeted Larry Hagman, who played Major Nelson, with loud roars, creating a memorable and somewhat intimidating presence. In contrast, the lion seemed to get along well with Barbara Eden, who portrayed Jeannie, showcasing a gentler side. This dynamic added an extra layer of charm and unpredictability to the filming process. As the series transitioned into its second season, it introduced a catchy theme song that quickly became popular among viewers. This was a notable change, as the first season had been filmed in black and white, while the new season debuted in vibrant color. The introduction of the theme song marked a fresh start for the show, enhancing its appeal and setting the tone for the whimsical adventures that followed. The combination of the lion's unique interactions and the lively theme song contributed to the enduring legacy of this classic.
Jeannie!
Eden opposed the idea of Jeannie marrying Tony because she believed that the chemistry and sexual tension between a genie and a human were what made the show captivating for its audience. Removing that tension, in her view, would lead viewers to lose interest in the series. The dynamic of a magical being trying to navigate the complexities of human relationships, while being confined to a certain level of propriety, was crucial to the charm of the television program. The original story plan featured a mortal woman named Jeannie, who initially turns down a marriage proposal from a blue djinn. As a consequence of her refusal, she is transformed into a genie and sealed within a bottle. This premise sets the stage for a storyline rich with conflict and humor as it explores themes of love and freedom while maintaining a balance between whimsy and reality. The show's writers had to navigate these creative complexities to maintain the essence that drew audiences week after week. The tension between Jeannie and Tony serves as a key plot device that provides comedic and engaging scenarios, showcasing both the fantasy element and relatable human experiences. The narrative thrives by keeping viewers invested in whether the characters will ever fully reconcile their worlds and desires. Ultimately, the charm of the series lies in that unresolved dynamic, an imaginative dance between the extraordinary and the mundane that lived in the hearts of its loyal fan base.
Shouldn't be tainted with commercialism.
Well, thank you, General.
You broke every record in the book.
The first season of this classic was notable for being the last black and white show to air on the network. During this time, the rules imposed by censors were quite strict, particularly regarding content that could be perceived as suggestive or inappropriate. The show featured a genie who often found herself in humorous situations with her master, but the censors required that she leave the room during certain scenes. This was a reflection of the societal norms of the era, as the generation watching was not yet ready to embrace more risque themes on television. The need for Jeannie to exit the room was a clever way to navigate these restrictions while still maintaining the comedic essence of the show. The limitations placed on the series highlighted the cultural climate of the 1960s, where television was beginning to evolve, but still adhered to conservative standards. This dynamic created a unique blend of humor and innocence that resonated with audiences, making the show a memorable part of television history.
Yes. Well, what's his name?
Oh, be careful, be careful.
His name's Jen, sir. I'm keeping it for a friend of mine.
Yes, I was...
While the series showcased the charm of Jeannie, it also introduced her twin sister, played by the talented Eden herself. This sister brought a mischievous and evil twist to the story, creating various troubles throughout her appearances. The contrast between the sweet, naive Jeannie and her wicked sister highlighted Eden's versatility as an actress. In addition to her dual role, Eden's comfort with animals became a notable aspect of her character in the show. While many might tremble at the roar of a lion, Eden portrayed a calm demeanor, easily approaching and even petting the beast to soothe it. This fearless interaction not only showcased her character's strength, but also cemented her as a figure of bravery and competence. It added layers to the narrative, with her ease around animals symbolizing a deeper connection to nature and an adventurous spirit. Her ability to handle wild animals blended seamlessly into the comedic and whimsical elements of the classic, enhancing both the humor and drama in unexpected ways.
For this, you must die.
Die?
Filming for the show took place in various locations that contributed to its unique charm. Malibu on Zuma Beach served as a stand-in for a deserted island in the South Pacific. Despite the freezing winter temperatures during the shoot, the actress Eden found the experience so enjoyable that she considers it her favorite episode. The stunning backdrop of Zuma Beach added a touch of magic to the scenes, making it memorable for both the cast and the audience. Additionally, California landmarks like the Hollywood Hills were utilized for filming, providing a recognizable and picturesque setting that enhanced the overall aesthetic of the series. The combination of these locations helped create the whimsical and enchanting world that fans came to love. The show's ability to transport viewers to exotic locales, even when filmed in California, played a significant role in its appeal and success. The picturesque scenery and clever use of local landmarks contributed to the show's lasting legacy and fond memories for its audience.
Oh, you better stand out of the way, man. I don't want to have to fight you.
Yeah, good.
Men?
Questions arose about the dynamics between Jeannie and Tony in the show. The charming and enchanting Jeannie, played by Barbara Eden, often made advances toward her master, Tony Nelson, portrayed by Larry Hagman. Hagman humorously noted how this stunning woman kept trying to get closer to him, but he consistently used his career as a reason to maintain some distance. This playful tension added a layer of intrigue to the series, captivating audiences who enjoyed the comedic interplay between the characters. Additionally, the harem costumes worn by Jeannie became a topic of discussion due to their frequent damage. The elaborate outfits, which were a signature of her character, often suffered wear and tear, particularly because of her high heels. The physical comedy of the show sometimes led to these costumes being torn or ruined during various antics. By the end of the series, only a handful of her original outfits remained intact, highlighting both the whimsical nature of the show and the challenges of maintaining such elaborate costumes in a comedic setting.
Sir?
That car has no driver.
No, it doesn't. Well, thank heavens no one was hurt.
The bottle used in the show became an iconic prop, capturing the imagination of viewers and fans alike. It was no surprise that the actress decided to keep it in her bank vault for a long time, cherishing its significance. Eventually, she donated it to the Smithsonian, ensuring that it would be preserved for future generations to admire. The design of the Jeannie's bottle was quite simple, lacking any high-tech features that one might expect from a magical artifact. Instead, it was a Jim Beam decanter, which added a touch of authenticity to the character's whimsical nature. The decanter was beautifully decorated with hand painting, giving it a unique charm that resonated with the audience. This classic prop not only served as a vessel for the Jeannie, but also became a symbol of the enchanting world created in the series. Its simplicity and elegance contributed to the show's overall appeal, making it a memorable part of television history.
Roger, don't you understand? I am in trouble with the Internal Revenue Department.
Censorship rules during the time of the show were quite peculiar, allowing actresses to display cleavage, but strictly forbidding belly buttons. This decision left many scratching their heads, as there seemed to be no solid logic behind such guidelines. The series, known for its blend of comedy and magical elements, featured a lead character who often wore revealing outfits that showed off her figure, yet the sight of a belly button was considered inappropriate. After the show wrapped up, the entire set was destroyed in a fire, which was a common practice in Hollywood back then. It was deemed more cost-effective to burn down the sets, rather than to go through the trouble of dismantling or storing the elements that made up the elaborate environments. Costly storage fees and the logistics of transporting the structural items and props often outweighed the potential gains from recycling or selling them. As a result, many sets met a similar fate, highlighting the financial realities faced by studios while also making way for new productions. The idiosyncrasies of the industry's practices during this era serve as a fascinating glimpse into the behind-the-scenes dynamics of early television.
Jeannie!
The fake wedding staged by NBC became a significant turning point for the show, ultimately leading to its decline. This publicity stunt, intended to generate buzz, instead backfired and contributed to the series' downfall. Viewers were left feeling disillusioned, and the excitement that once surrounded the show began to wane. Despite its initial popularity, the series struggled to maintain its audience after this event, and it ended shortly thereafter. However, the impact of the show did not fade completely. It inspired Hanna-Barbera to create a cartoon based on its premise. The animated series, titled Jeannie, ran for 2 years, capturing the essence of the original while appealing to a younger audience. This adaptation allowed the whimsical world of the show to continue, albeit in a different format. The legacy of the show lives on through this cartoon, showcasing the lasting influence it had on popular culture.
You can wreck it.
Major Healy, let go of my hand.
The inspiration behind the show came not from the popular series Bewitched, but rather from the film The Brass Bottle, which featured the same actress, Barbara Eden. This classic showcased a Jeannie character, which sparked the idea for the television series. The concept of a genie granting wishes was appealing and allowed for a mix of comedy and fantasy. However, during its initial run, the show was retained in black and white. This decision was largely due to the challenges of recreating the visual effects associated with smoke and color. The production team found it difficult to achieve the desired magical effects in color, which led to the choice of black and white for the early episodes. As the series progressed and technology improved, it eventually transitioned to color, enhancing the visual experience for viewers. The shift allowed for a more vibrant portrayal of the whimsical elements that define the show, making it even more enjoyable for audiences. The Monkeys at Work was a popular show that often included playful nods to other series, including references to Jeannie. This clever intertextuality added a layer of humor and connection for viewers who enjoyed both programs. In one memorable episode, Phil Spector made a guest appearance before his later legal troubles. In this episode, the character of Jeannie, played by Barbara Eden, attempts to pursue a singing career, showcasing her talents in a lighthearted and entertaining way. The blend of music and comedy in this classic made it a favorite among audiences. The interactions between the characters and the guest stars, like Spectre, contributed to the charm and appeal of the show. The playful references and guest appearances helped to create a vibrant television landscape during the 1960s, making it a memorable era for fans of both the show and the music scene. The combination of humor, fantasy, and celebrity cameos made this classic a beloved part of television history.
Well, if that is what you wish, Marshal.
Yeah, that's right.
Well. It ain't our new Marshal.
The show debuted on television on September 19, 1967, capturing the hearts of viewers with its unique blend of fantasy and comedy. The story revolves around Tony Nelson, a NASA astronaut who, after landing on a remote island, discovers a mysterious bottle. Inside the bottle is a beautiful genie named Jeannie who has magical powers and a playful personality. Their interactions lead to a series of humorous and often chaotic situations as Tony tries to navigate life with a genie at his side. However, despite its initial popularity, the series faced challenges that ultimately led to its cancellation. One particular scene caused a significant shift in audience interest, leading to a decline in viewership. This abrupt end left fans disappointed, as they had grown fond of the charming characters and their whimsical adventures. The legacy of the show remains, as it is fondly remembered for its imaginative storytelling and the delightful chemistry between Tony and Jeannie.
I knew it would work out all right.
Yeah, let's get Porter off that steak.
Oh, Master, the robes.
NBC made a bold move by staging a fake wedding between Barbara Eden and Larry Hagman, the stars of the show, just before airing an episode that featured their characters getting married. This decision was intended to create buzz and excitement around the series, but it backfired. Viewers did not respond positively to the staged event, feeling that it was a gimmick that detracted from the charm of the show. As a result, the ratings began to decline, and the series fell out of the top 30 shows on television. The network's gamble did not pay off, leading to the cancellation of the beloved series. Fans who had enjoyed the lighthearted antics of the characters were disappointed, and the show, which had once captured the hearts of many, was no longer able to maintain its audience. The combination of poor ratings and viewer dissatisfaction ultimately sealed the fate of this classic.
2 acres of sand for a jewel worth $500,000?
Oh, but it is not.
After the wedding episode, the ratings for the show began to decline steadily. This drop in viewership ultimately led to NBC canceling the series in 1970. However, the story did not end there, as it made a return with 2 TV movies that followed the original series. Unfortunately, these films did not feature Larry Hagman, who played a significant role in the show's success. Despite the challenges faced during its run, the actress who portrayed Jeannie received recognition for her performance. She earned 2 Golden Globe nominations, highlighting her talent and the impact of her role in this classic. The combination of the show's unique premise and the charm of its characters left a lasting impression on audiences, even as it transitioned from television to film. The legacy of the series continues to be remembered fondly by fans, showcasing the enduring appeal of its whimsical storytelling and memorable performances.
It's hatched to be one of those astronauts. Must be the thin air.
Michael Ansara, who played the role of the Blue Djinn, was the first husband of Barbara Eden, the star of the show. His character often served as the antagonist, adding a layer of conflict to the storyline. The connection between this classic and another beloved series, Bewitched, is notable as Paul Lynde appeared in both shows, showcasing his talent in the realm of television comedy. Larry Hagman, who portrayed Major Anthony Nelson, became a household name after his role in the series. Following his success in this classic, he went on to star in the iconic drama Dallas, where he played the infamous J.R. Ewing. His career continued to flourish with appearances in Nip Tuck and even The Simpsons, demonstrating his versatility as an actor. The impact of the show on Hagman's career is significant, as it laid the groundwork for his future roles and solidified his status in the entertainment industry. The blend of fantasy and humor in the series, along with the strong performances of its cast, contributed to its lasting popularity and influence on television.
Prison offense, isn't it, Charles?
Yes, Mr. Banner.
But Charles likes living the life of luxury. Don't you, Charles?
Bill Daly, known for his charming and comedic roles, later found success in other popular shows like Alf and The Bob Newhart Show. His ability to bring humor and warmth to his characters made him a beloved figure in television. Meanwhile, William Rourke, who portrayed Dr. Wilfred Bellows in the series, had a rich background in theater before joining the cast. His experience in live performances added depth to his role, making him a memorable part of the ensemble. Sadly, Rourke passed away a few years after reuniting with the cast for a movie in 1985, marking the end of an era for fans of the show. Both actors contributed significantly to the charm and appeal of this classic, leaving a lasting legacy in the world of television. Their careers reflect the diverse paths actors can take, showcasing the blend of theater and television that has entertained audiences for decades.
I could have done that myself. I mean, I didn't need you to...
The title of the show was inspired by a parlor ballad from 1854 called Jeannie with the Light Brown Hair, written by Stephen Foster. This classic became a beloved part of television history, captivating audiences with its whimsical charm. In a fun twist, Barbara Eden reprised her role as Jeannie in the sequel to the Brady Bunch movie, titled A Very Brady Sequel, bringing a nostalgic touch to fans of both series. Additionally, both Eden and Larry Hagman, who played the iconic Major Nelson, made appearances on the popular TV show Dallas. Their crossover into the world of Dallas showcased their enduring appeal and versatility as actors. The connections between these shows highlight the rich tapestry of television during that era, where characters and stories often intertwined, creating a shared universe that delighted viewers. The legacy of the show continues to resonate, reminding us of the magic and humor that defined a generation of television.
In our used car division, one of 3 separate facilities offering you everything from luxury limousines to fine transportation cars. So whether...
Eden's appearances in various television reunion movies and shows like Dallas, Valley of the Dolls, and Harper Valley PT showcased his versatility as an actor. His eccentric behavior, which earned him the nickname the Mad Monk of Malibu, made him a memorable figure in the entertainment industry. This unique persona contributed to his charm and appeal, allowing him to stand out among his peers. Interestingly, the influence of this classic can be seen in other shows, such as Charmed, which featured an episode titled I Dream of Phoebe. This episode not only paid homage to the beloved series, but also replicated the iconic costumes that define the character of Jeannie. The connection between these shows highlights the lasting impact of the original series on popular culture, and how it continues to inspire new generations of creators and audiences alike. The blend of nostalgia and creativity in these references keeps the spirit of the show alive, reminding fans of the magic that once captivated viewers.
Up there.
Dr. Walters, what's he doing up there?
What are you doing up there, Major Baby?
The show featured NASA astronauts who were depicted as being located in Florida, creating a charming yet misleading representation of their actual base. In reality, the astronauts were stationed in Texas, specifically at the Johnson Space Center in Houston. This discrepancy between the fictional setting and the true location of NASA operations added a layer of whimsy to the series, allowing for comedic situations that captivated audiences. The portrayal of the astronauts in a sunny Florida environment contributed to the lighthearted tone of the show, contrasting with the serious nature of space exploration. The series cleverly blended elements of fantasy and reality, showcasing the adventures of an astronaut and a genie, which resonated with viewers. This mix of humor and science fiction made the show a beloved classic, even as it played fast and loose with geographical accuracy. The charm of the characters and their interactions often overshadowed the factual inaccuracies, allowing the series to thrive in the hearts of its audience.
Look, hold her. Don't let her get away till I'm finished.